Ya. Listo. Buenos días, YouTube. Estoy acá con Cristian y Lara para un día más de conversación. Hoy vamos a hablar de la segunda parte de vacaciones, viaje. Yo creo que cuando nosotros cambiamos nuestras experiencias es muy buena, ¿no? Para mí es muy importante, sí. Entonces voy a empezar. Esta inmersión es de español, pero es un reto que podemos hablar en español e inglés también. Si quieres, todos los otros pueden participar con nosotros y sí, aquí. Entonces vamos a empezar con las presentaciones. I'm Bruna, I live in Brasília. Eu sou casada, tenho 2 hijos. Eu estudo espanhol, inglês e francês aqui em Talking. A mim me gusta muito bailar. Ayer eu fui a um baile de carnaval também. Eu me quedei pensando se eu levantaria temprano para estar acá com você, pero por supuesto que sim, porque tenho responsabilidade, então e me gusta muitíssimo estar acá, não? Com você. Es esto, yo creo que es esto, yo no he hecho mucho en mi carnaval, este el periodo que no voy a trabajar, eh, pero me quedo un poquito más en casa descansando, porque estoy pereza, yo creo. ¿Y usted, Lara, puedes hablar sobre usted, por favor?
Hola, mi nombre es Lara, tengo 15 años y vivo en Mogi das Cruzes, en São Paulo. Soy deportista de hockey y también estudiante de química en la ETEC Presidente Vargas. Me gustan los libros románticos y de ciencia ficción. Tengo 2 hermanas menores y 3 gatos. Y yo soy soltera.
Muy bueno. ¿Y usted, Christian, puedo presentarte?
Sí, buenos días. Mi nombre es Cristian Jiménez. Soy boliviano. Actualmente vivo en Curitiba, Paraná, Brasil. Soy casado, tengo 35 años. I really enjoy learning new languages. I currently can speak Spanish, Portuguese, and English, and I am trying to learn French on my own. I use Talk and Talk for practicing the different languages. It's really good being here because I can know or meet people who speak 3, 4, 5 languages easily. And that's it, a little bit about me.
So nice. Thank you, Christian. Let's go to the number one. Que truques utilizas para evitar cargos ocultos ao reservar viaje? Então, eu intento ler tudo o que é possível, mas eu compreendo que às vezes é muito complicado. Eu he passado umas coisas difíceis em uma viagem. Eu he ido a Las Vegas. Eu he comprado um pacote de viagem, como se diz, um complexo de viagem, não, uma coisa assim, um paquete de viagem eh, que estava incluso los vuelos e las tarifas diárias del hotel. Então, quando cerré la cuenta del hotel, muito bem, quando empecé en la estadía, yo he hecho el check-in. Está muy bien, tienes que poner la tarjeta de crédito, por supuesto, entonces está bien. Pero cuando cerré la cuenta del hotel, cuando estaba en la primera parada de mi vuelo, yo tenía 2 escalas, entonces yo fui a mirar mi tarjeta de crédito y me cobraron una tarifa muy cara. Yo me quedé louca este momento. Como é esto? ¿Por qué están me cobrando? ¿Está todo incluso en mi viaje o alguna cosa así? Pero yo me puso a contacto con la empresa y después de 2 semanas me quedaron hablando me hablaron que eran unas cosas que se llama complexo turístico, es una taja de resort. Eh, Eu me quedei muito nerviosa com isso, porque eu não estava em meus planos deste gasto, foi terrível para mim. Então, eu creio que depois disto, todo o momento que vou a cerrar um paquete de viagem, qualquer coisa assim, eu tenho que sacar todas as minhas dúvidas para para esses trucos de viagem, não? Porque às vezes sempre tem alguma coisa por detrás, eu creio, alguma coisa assim. E usted, Lara, ha hecho, ha sufrido alguna cosa como esto o qué cuidado tienes para não cair nesses trucos?
Nunca he tenido que pagar, pero mis padres investigan mucho para ver si hay alguna queja sobre problemas como es cargos ocultos. I never have a problem with that, neither my parents, but we are always being warned about it.
So nice. It's very important when you. I understand that it's a good. When it's happened with me, of course, in the next vacation, I will be more attention about this and about this fee. I think like this, no. And for you, Christian, do you have some problem about this, or what is important for you to avoid this problem?
Well, first of all, I try to read all of the detailed in the web page or where I am browsing the maybe the flight or the rent card. I try to read all of the details and try to read all the reviews as well to know if that company or that airline um, cobra uh, or they put some different taxes in your purchase. So after that, I always ask. But I have in my last trip I had one experience. It was not that bad. They 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 charged some taxes that I didn't know when I rented a car. But it was a warranty tax. It was not a tax at all. It was a warranty. So then I had to wait to them for to refund that warranty to my credit card. Um, that's it. That's something about my experience. And another thing is to when I travel abroad is to ask as well with maybe to my brother or my sister. They used to travel abroad as well, so they have some experience with kind of thing these kind of things.
Yeah, you said about the rent car. I realize, for example, in my credit card, it's possible you have the security uh, for this, and but when you go to rent a car, all the time they want that you pay for this
Mm-hmm.
tax.
The
No,
insurance.
so you needed to pay attention about this because it's not necessary to pay. No.
Yeah, the last time, for example, my budget was kind of $400, but when I get to the place to the rent a car office, they told me that you have to add this insurance. You have to add this insurance. If you have some accidents here, it's not gonna cover, so you will have to pay $1,000 here in the United States because that kind of thing it's so expensive there. But I told them no, I have two or three credit cards that have that already have insurance included, so I don't need that. So they try to add all of the things in your renting process. At the final, it gets so expensive, but I told them that I don't need that.
So nice. I think it's very important. No? And about the insurance insecurity for the trip, for example, seguro de viagem. When you use the credit card too, it's possible to you have depend if you buy your trip, all trip maybe with the specific credit card, Visa, Mastercard, something like this, the Bandeira. So it's possible you have the seguro de vida, de viagem, all inclusive of this, no? So nice to know about this. But I don't know if everybody know about this. It's terrible, no? Something like. So let's go the next questions. ¿Cómo mantienes flexibilidad con tus planes de viaje si encuentras imprevistos? Para usted, Lara, ¿ha ocurrió alguna vez con usted que ha planeado una cosa y después tenían que cambiar alguna cosa así o no?
Por suerte, no. Mas siempre hay de que tener un plano B, C, D y así sucesivamente. Prefiero prevenir que lamentar. Por eso siempre es bueno evitar que me tomen desprevido. E
So
você,
nice.
Christian?
Mm, ok. Bueno, personalmente, en mis viajes, la flexibilidad es algo importante. Prevenir los retrasos. Por ejemplo, cuando viajo y yo soy el que, no, cuando yo viajo, soy yo quien compro los vuelos, no compro paquetes en agencias ni nada. Entonces, a veces tengo que hacer cambios, escalas y cambios de aerolíneas. Y cuando haces eso y uno tiene un retraso, la otra no se hace responsable de perder el vuelo. Entonces, prefiero dejar unas 2 horas, dependiendo si es país o si es dentro de un vuelo nacional. Prefiero darle un tiempo para esperar y tomar el siguiente vuelo porque nunca sabes si el primer vuelo va a tener un retraso. Y, y after that, um, I think the most flexible, the most the most difficult part of flexibility on travels is about flights for me. After that, I think with hotels, with accommodants, I didn't have any problems so far.
So nice. You said about the escalas. So I understand that it's complicated. Eu não sabia que eu tinha que fazer isso, deixar um tempo a mais para as escalas de vuelo. Então, a primeira vez que he comprado um vuelo para minha madre, para Miami. Depois tinham que ir para, eu creio que Carolina do Norte. Então, pero teniam, iriam quedar em Miami pela primeira vez. Então, é muito grande o aeroporto allá, não? É terrível porque eu pensei solamente em uma hora. Eu creio que uma hora foi muito rápido este tempo e o avião ha parado também em Punta Cana para abastecer. É uma coisa que foi terrível para mim, porque eu comprei este vuelo para ela e para minha prima, my cousin, eu não sei. É, é terrível, não? É uma coisa que yo he aprendido esto, entonces siempre cuando voy a ver los vuelos, yo tengo un poquito más de atención sobre esto, ¿no? Pero cuando voy a hacer road plan, yo creo, eh, roteiro de viagem, road plan, eh, agora foi feio, né? Que eu falei o espanhol, já que só que eu coloquei uma palavra em inglês. When I do the road plan, I understand that I need a road map. Road map you need to do with um, a specific time. It's not short time because all the time I put a lot of thinking in my road map And sometimes if I have a problem in a specific place, for example, when I start the day, I think at 7 a.m. I'm going to breakfast. The other thing, after this, I will do the 8 and 9 a.m. I will do this. The 10, 11, I will do this. So it's very, very specific. My roadmap is very specific. It's very I put a lot of think in the first moment. So I discover it's not so good because if I have one problem, it's impossible to continue my roadmap. And so I hate this. So nowadays, and specific for me, because I have son, so we have a many problem about this. No, it's impossible to plan all things for everybody in my family. So nice. Something today, eu mantenho flexibilidade com todo mis planos de viaje. Eu dejo un poquito más largo el tiempo en cada lugar que eu vou. Es esto. Eh, what is important for you the the survey the any things that you read on the internet for when you show some activity in your vacation, Christian. The number three, ¿qué importancia tienes las opciones en línea cuando eliges actividades de viaje? ¿Es
Uh, for
importante o no, nem mira esto?
for me are essential because I think that there are some useful comments when I decide to go to somewhere or use some companies for flight or rent a car. So I think that normally the customer has the reason. Obviously, there are any company or any place is perfect. Obviously, there are some aspect that people don't like and other people like. So, but for me, it's important to know what people think, what people that already use some services or people that already went to a specific place think about it.
Yeah. Here in Brazil, we have the Reclame Aqui. Do you know the city? So nice. Can you use this?
Yes, I use when I want to buy something on internet, kind of things for our house. I use Reclame Key for know a little bit more about that company or that service.
So nice. In the Bolivia, do you have the specific sitio site like this? No.
No, we don't.
So nice. And you, Lara, ¿qué importancia tienen las opiniones en línea cuando elige actividad de viaje o otra cosa que va a hacer?
Yo pienso que es muy importante esas personas quieren ayudar a la siguiente persona a sé qué hacer, qué evitar o alguna advertencia. I think that that person pass through a absolutely good or absolutely bad experience that they want to show to the other person what to prevent or what to enjoy in the travel. I think it's very important.
So nice. But have you already contributed any information in these sites or no?
Yes, always when I travel, when I buy something, I always put the evaluation.
So nice. I understand that it's very important. In the Google, you have a specific place that it's possible to do this, though. I have a lot of evaluation in the other place. I understand that it's. And do you have, Christian, have you already contributed any information in these sites?
Sure, in Amazon, I don't remember the name of the other company. But I evaluated the I don't remember the name in Portuguese or in Spanish. The kind of company that create that find aluguel for you is here in Brazil. What is the name?
De aluguel de something?
Ajá, aluguel casas, departamentos. Ah,
Corretora de
inmobiliaria.
imobiliária?
I already evaluated the mobiliaria in Sao Paulo because when I left the apartment that I was living, it was really bad experience for me and my wife. So I evaluated really bad with just one star because I didn't have the opportunity to put zero, but I left with one because the experience that we had for leaving the apartment was really bad. Even more for that, even more for us that we are not from Brazil, so we don't know a lot of processes that were new for us here in a different country. So yes, that was a really bad experience.
So it's terrible when you have the bad experience, you know. And I understand, but in more when you have the bad experience in the other country. So terrible. Let's go the next one. Maybe the number four. It's the same in the Lex immersion. So I think it's not necessary to talk about this. The number five. ¿Cómo haces seguimiento de tus gastos de viaje para não superar tu presupuesto? Sí, es muy interesante eso, ¿no? Porque às vezes vamos a gastar un poquito más, ¿no? ¿Qué haces, Lara? Às vezes, não, eu não sei, eu creio que são tu padres que vão a pagar pelas coisas, por supuesto, pero ha ocurrido com você quando vas, tienes platas e vas a comprar alguma coisa e ha ocorrido uma coisa, como vas a eh, controlar seus gastos quando não tienes plata?
Yo planifico mis gastos y tengo dinero en reserva, más algo de que el previsto para el viaje, además de anotar cada gasto. I am a person who likes to have a planner to plan all of the I forgot word. Despesas em inglês.
Eh, Rec- não lembro. Expense.
Yes, expense. I have like all the expense. And I write on the phone too. I like to plan a lot of things too. Nothing got in my way or something annoying happens.
So nice. I understand that you are a great girl, that you have control about all things that you do know. It's so
Yes.
nice. You're very expert.
Thank you.
Congratulations. If I think like you in the past, maybe I'm not here. Needed to practice the English. So great for this. All the time I said something for my sons about this. They needed to study, they needed to learn more about the investment, about anything, but it's terrible. The teenager don't listen their parents, no. So you are a great daughter. I understand like this, no. And you, Christian, tell me about this. How do you plan find the expensive for to don't spend a lot of money that you don't have? Maybe when I go at the vacation, maybe you don't have a specific money, and it's impossible to spend more money.
Well, first of all, we create a budget for that specific trip with my wife. I try to find the tickets, and after that, I think the most expensive part of traveling is the ticket flight and the rent car if you have to rent one. And after that, I have to create the budget to separate how much time, how much money I can spend, for example, for clothes or for something that we want to buy. The same thing for my wife. And then I create a budget for every day for food, for our breakfast, lunch, and something not that specific, but kind of something aproximado, un valor aproximado that we will need every day. And and I try to create a budget a little bit higher that I really know that it will be because you something there are some expenses that we have to pay that were not planned. So I try to have more money that I will need. But normally we don't use all of the money that we put in our budget because we have that practice to put more that we will need, so we don't have any ningún imprevisto. Um, and that's it. So far, all of our trips went really well with our budget.
Nice, good tip. I try to do the same. But have you already returned home with money? Seja, do you go ahead.
Yeah, we already returned with money of our last I think that all of our last trips we returned with money, with our dollars or with our bolivianos.
So nice. And for me, I do the budget también. Yo creo que es muy importante cuando usted hace la planificación de tu gasto para toda la viaje. Yo me planeo mucho para esto, entonces yo sé cuánto voy a gastar. A veces yo pregunto para las personas que conoces los sitios, entonces, quando voy, ¿qué sugiere que voy de valor para llevar en la viaje, por ejemplo? A veces es un sitio muy lejos de usted, es un sitio que no tienes muchas informaciones, a veces, o tiene, pero usted piensa que es muy caro, alguna cosa así. Entonces, siempre, si es posible, si tengo una persona que puede hablar para mí, entonces voy a hacer las preguntas, cuánto de dinero tengo que llevar también. Eh, entonces, yo siempre hago también el orçamento. ¿Cómo es orçamento? Budget en español. ¿Lo mismo? ¿Orçamento?
No, es presupuesto,
Presupuesto. Es esto.
presupuesto.
El presupuesto, entonces siempre hago esto para mis viajes. Pero yo evito utilizar la tarjeta de crédito también, porque yo creo que cuando yo utilizo, yo voy a me quedar con una dívida. Entonces, yo tengo siempre a mano el dinero, como es, la nota, o dinero. Yo voy a utilizar solo, intento utilizar solamente la nota de dinero, solamente esto. Muy bueno, vamos adelante, yo creo que las 7. Como decides que levar em tu equipe para não exceder o limite de peso? Por supuesto, aún así tener todo lo necesario. ¿Qué haces, Lara? Especialmente quando vas a viajar, se va a ser muy frío o se es calor, eu creio que não dá nada, não passa nada, não? É mais tranquilo. Pero se é muito frio, ¿ha viajado para um lugar muito frio, para Gramado, por exemplo, alguma coisa assim ou não?
No, but
Não?
I want to. But talking about the pack, primero separo lo imprescindible, cosas de higiene, toallas, luego separo los outfits que me pondré En base a eso lo meto en la maleta. But normally I don't take too much clothes because I like to stay home, like stay home in a hotel with pajamas. So normally I just take the clothes I'm going to go out. For example, oh, we're going to a restaurant, so I take a pants, a top, a shoes that always at Ulster, and that's it.
Nice. It's very smart. It's very um, fast. You
Yes,
you you combine the clothes. It's
yes,
easy for you, no?
yes.
So nice. It's very interesting this. For me, it's difficult in the special when I needed to go, for example, some place that we needed to use. We have cold weather, so it's terrible because I want to put a lot of sweater, a lot of clothes, and I realize that it's not necessary to because I never use all things that I take for my vacation, my trip. It's terrible. And now when I go at the specific place we have as summer weather, it's nice. Don't have a problem. It's hot weather. It's better. I because I put only light. It's not light, light clothes, roupas leves, but it's something that don't no exceder el limite de peso de mi equipaje. Yo creo que eu nunca he pagado por excesso de equipaje, limite, essas coisas não. E você, Christian, ha pagado excesso de limite de peso ou não?
Yes, I already paid because it was my first experience traveling to Brazil. I remember in 2013 I went to Brasilia, so in that time I didn't know, I didn't have that information, didn't know too much about traveling, so I had to pay weight excess. But nowadays I always browse about the company policies of luggage weight or luggage size, and I try to search some videos on YouTube of people that already traveled with that company, so I try to avoid that kind of charges. And well, some experience I can tell you about that is, for example, when I went to the United States with my wife, we wanted to buy some clothes there, so even when we had our luggage already paid, we went just with one backpack and with just two or three clothes on our backpack. But then we bought all of our clothes for that trip in the United States because there is cheaper than here. So it was a really nice experience because the first day that we got the United States, we had to go to shopping and buy our things for our trip.
So nice. ¿Tienes báscula para equipaje?
No,
No? You don't, do you never use something like this?
well, I don't have here, but I used in Bolivia, so I had to borrow one.
So nice. And you, Lara, do you usually, how do you say this, pesar your luggage? Do you have a schedule,
Yes, I
balança?
usually place the my package.
So nice. And about the equipaje, so equipaje, about the luggage, eh, ¿alguna vez ha olvidado algo? Dios mío, yo me olvidé de esto, yo pensé que el peso es complicado, entonces yo me olvidé de alguna coisa que é importante em tu viaje, Christian. Roupa,
Mm,
vestimentas.
something really, really important. I don't think that I forgot. Maybe one cloth, but it was not that important for that trip.
Nice. The medicine? No.
No, tampoco. No, que yo recuerde, no,
No.
ni documentos. I am the kind of person that like to have everything already prepared one day before the trip. So I think that never forgot something that important like medicine, documents, or something like that.
Nice. And you, Lara, have you ever forgotten something that is important, very important for you in this specific moment in your travel?
I hope not, but because I don't remember, but I think no.
Do
My
you
mom
tra
always tried to reveal all the things before leave.
So nice. Mother all the time, and I remember of
Yeah.
all things, no? I know about this because I needed to remember all things for everybody here. Terrible. And sometimes now I have a to-do list. I list about this. I listed the travel. It's very important because all the time, oh my gosh, yeah, I forget this. It's the I have never forget the medicine, but other things, yes, I forget. But Lara, do you travel a lot with the team or no? For
Yes.
play? Yeah?
This year we're going to go to Canoas, no, Rio Grande do Sul, for a championship.
Quando? When? Where?
May.
Oh, so nice. Oh, do you want to know Gramado? Maybe it's a great opportunity, no?
Yes, eu queria muito, mas normalmente a gente só vai pro hotel, aí fica no hotel, curte o hotel. Às vezes a gente vai acabar indo pro shopping ou pra alguma coisa que seja perto, mas a gente acaba não passeando muito, sabe?
Oh
Normalmente o
my gosh.
campeonato dura o dia inteiro.
All right. But you arrive in the same day that you go play because it's terrible. You don't, it's impossible to
Não, não,
know
não.
the city. Yeah. Maybe
Normalmente os campeonatos são no final de semana, no sábado e domingo, e a gente chega tipo, sexta-feira à noite. Aí dorme, acorda cedo, toma café, vai pro lugar, tipo, o campo, e fica lá até a hora de ir embora.
es cansativo, ¿no? Dios
Yes.
mío. Pero yo creo que es muy bueno cuando tú vas a viajar con tus amigos, essas coisas todas. Va a ser una fiesta muy grande, ¿no? Todo el momento
Sim.
tienes que, vas a hablar. ¿Tú viajas muy de avión o autobús? Que es mejor para el equipo?
Normalmente, depende. Só existem três lugares que normalmente é os campeonatos, que é aqui no SESI de Mogi, que vai ser o campeonato adulto esse final de semana. Aí tem o Rio de Janeiro também, e o Canoas. Quando a gente vai pro Rio, a gente usa o ônibus. Aí, tipo, dura bastante a viagem. Só que normalmente quando a gente vai pro Rio Grande do Sul, a gente usa o avião.
Se faster, ¿no? Bueno, thank you. About the escalas, stopover. ¿Cuál es la estrategia que encuentras vuelo para encontrar vuelos com escalas convenientes e tempo de espera razoável? Já ha utilizado stopover? Para você, Christian, ha utilizado stopover? Stopover, para mim, é uma coisa que longa, es más larga, la escala más larga, que puedes conocer el sitio que ha hecho la escala, alguna cosa así. ¿Ha utilizado o no?
No, I had never used that service. This is the first time that I hear about it.
Stopover?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's possible to buy some fly. For example,
Mm-hmm.
when I travel for the Las Vegas, for example, I need to do the schedule. the stopover, specific stopover. Sometimes you have a short stopover, and sometimes it's a large stopover, and a big, long, I don't say, long stopover, and it's possible to know the city. For example, I stopped over in the I forget the number, the city. Um, oh my gosh, I remember. And I arrived 5 a.m. in the city, and the other fly it go I think it's 4 p.m. So it's possible to go at the city to know some place in the city.
Mm.
Chicago. I'm in Chicago. So that's the moment. Sometimes it's faster. Sometimes it's possible to buy for the other day. For example, in the stopover in the city for 2 days. Sometimes it's so nice when you have this possibility.
That,
I understand.
mhm.
But how do you have a specific strategy to find fly with doubt? I understand that it's so better when you buy for fly without
Scales.
scales. So do you have a specific strategy or no?
Not yet, because with more scales, it's sometimes more cheaper or cheaper. If you try to find a flight that it's the direct flight, is the most of the time it will be more expensive. So I don't have any strategy right now, but it's interesting. Is it an application or a website that you just said?
No, about the stopover, sometimes it's possible if you
Stopover.
you you pay the packet travel, pacote de
Mhm.
viagem. So it's possible to say something, to ask
Mhm.
something like this, and I want to I stop over, and it's possible to do. And sometimes I think Emirates have the specific um, packet to too. Sometimes maybe
Mhm.
like this, no? So nice. And you, Lara, I don't know if possible to say about this because I understand if you travel with your team, maybe you have you receive the plane roadmap pronto,
Yes.
or
We don't
you
even know what is this. We arrived to Sesi, then a bus take the team to the airport. We made the check-in, but the our trainer who do all these things. So we go to the the plane. We arrive to the airport, take a bus to the hotel. We check in and sleep.
nice. And when do you fly for the other city and have the schedule? So what do you do with your team in the with this time?
We eat a lot, buy a lot things in the airport, like Starbucks, a lot of
Sleepy sometimes.
TikToks.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
yes. I
TikTok is so nice.
personal eat, I personally sleep a lot. I like to sleep, but in the airplane, I watch the window like all the time.
Yeah, it's so nice. For you, Lara, the number 9. ¿Tienes alguna recomendación sobre seguros de viaje y cómo elige el mejor para tu necesidad? Yo creo que tu padre también es importante para usted que, que va a viajar con o team. ¿Tú tienes un seguro de viaje? ¿Tú tienes algum seguro como es, né? Seguro de vida? Tipo convênio? Porque si es deportistas, entonces puede se machucar, yo no sé cómo se habla. Eh, ¿Tienes alguna cosa
Não
assim? Um
sei.
seguro,
Não,
convênio?
familiarizada con esa parte. When we enter to SESI, we sign a contract in SESI. And this part, my parents know head to toe, but I don't know if we get hurt when we are with SESI, like in the here in Mogi with SESI, or we are in the plane with SESI, the responsible is for SESI. Oh, for example, if we hurt, SESI is gonna pay the hospital, the car to go to the hospital, everything. But if I get hurt outside the the SESI, it's my responsibility. And
All
I have
right.
to pay because I can't play. So
All
I
right.
really can't get hurt outside SESI.
Yeah. I realize that healthy insurance is very important for my life, for example, for the life for my sons, of course. And you, Christian, ¿tienes alguna recomendación de seguro o utiliza solamente los de tarjeta de crédito o siempre va a comprar un seguro de viaje?
Well, I have never used life insurance on my traveling. I just use the credit that one that I have with my credit card, but I think that it's important to buy one because we don't know when we are gonna need that. Even more if you travel to a country where insurance or health is so expensive, like the United States. I think that something that I have to think about now. But so far, I have never used it. I have never paid for it.
Yeah, I understand that very important when you have seguro de viaje. So nice. And special the United States because it's very expensive, like you said. I have never used this, thank you God, because I realize that is very, very important in this country. No, here in Brazil you have SUS, so sometimes, for example, for Lara, if you don't have a health insurance, maybe it's possible to do. You go at the SUS, the public hospital. Don't have problem about this, no. And so nice. Then last questions today. Um, ¿Cuáles son tus consejos para interactuar con los locales y su- sumergirte en la cultura del país, el estado que visitas? Yo, para usted, Lara, quando vas al outro estado para... Usted ha dicho que cuando vas a jugar, tú no sales, sales para conocer la ciudad, ¿no? Esas cosas, pero si va a viaje de vacaciones con tus padres, ¿cómo haces? Para interactuar com os locais ou não? Você queda solamente com tus padres, essas coisas?
Ah, yo pienso que viajar conociendo un poco de la historia del lugar, la cultura, lugares a donde ir, comer y aprender el idioma, sí es en el diferente país. Um, I am a person who is also extrovert and also introverted. So I do stay with my parents, but it's like a park or a restaurant, or I am in I'm waiting for something and there's someone beside me. I tell them, oh, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. Are you enjoying the stay? Something like that.
So nice. I realize for the nature it's easy to know the other person, no?
Yes.
Teenager and of course for children is easy too.
Yes.
For me, adult, I understand that it's terrible. It's very hard, but it's possible, of course. And you, Christian, how do you say about this?
My opinion, it's important to know a little bit about that the culture of that place, know about some how people react, or how is the people behave in that country or that place, because everyone is every country, every place, every city is different. I know it because just here in Brazil, for example, people say that the Curitibano is kind of closed. They are not that friendly as other Brazilian or Brazilian used to be, and they people say that it's because of the weather, but I'm not sure. I think that it's important to know, study or read a little bit about the culture of that place or that country.
Yes, I agree with you. It's not about only maybe the weather, it's possible, but I understand the cultural, no? It's like the carioca, so it's very folgados. So nice, it's very happy like it is. So, guys, thank you for this moment. I love to share my experience with the travel. Thank you for sharing your experience with this. I understand that it's very important when you share the experience because you learning a lot. No, that's it. Thank you